your girl Janae here, finally back with another video. I know that I have not been as consistent as I have wanted to be on YouTube, but I always just ask that you guys give me grace. Now that I am a full-time cosmetologist, all I've been doing is working, doing hair, resting, doing hair, resting. I'm still trying to figure out how I want to get my YouTube videos out there, what I want to record, all type of stuff like that. But one thing I do know is that I just want to come back on here and begin talking to you guys. When I last returned to YouTube, I was given some hairstylist information, and I think I want to start that again. Like I was telling my Instagram, which if you're not following me on Instagram, that's the one social media that I am pretty active on, because I'm always posting my hairstyles and what I'm doing during the week, all type of stuff like that. So make sure you follow me on Instagram. But like I was telling them, I don't really want to vlog because I don't feel like my life is interesting enough to vlog. I would want to come on here and kind of give you guys a recap of my week and kind of tell you how I incorporated God into my week and the issues that arise, because sometimes me dealing with the public, issues arise. You know, anytime you're dealing with, like I said, the public, people, especially working on people, providing things for people, a service, things are going to come up because no one's perfect and situations arise. So on here, I just want to talk about that, just talk to you guys. Yeah, always continue to spread God's message. But okay, so today I'm going to be talking about, again, I feel like I already have a video on this, but we're going to start it off with boundaries, okay? And I have some examples. It's so important to not only have boundaries with your loved ones, boundaries with friends, but it's important to have boundaries in the workplace, especially for creatives. And most of these videos are going to be targeted to people who are working, dealing with people who are creatives and who create things for a living or for a passion. Let me tell you, when I first started doing hair last year, you know, you're just getting out of school and you're just trying to collect as many people as possible, hoping and praying that they'll become your clientele and they'll be your main group. You think the people that you start off with doing hair or you're working with are going to be the people that stick with you the whole time. And what I didn't realize, that that's just not true. Let alone, people always bring up, oh, your friends are not going to be the one to support you, which is very true. Most of the time they're not. Your friends are not going to be the ones. Most of your family members are not going to be the ones that support you first or will continue to support you over time. One thing your friends and family can't do is see where you're going like an outsider. They're always going to look at where you came from or where you've been, so they're never going to be able to openly embrace your journey at first. That's what I realized. So don't expect it to be miraculous for them to always just see your talent. Make sure that you're getting your recognition from God and not from men or your friends and your family, okay? Because they're just not going to see it. So I'm trying to collect people and I'm trying to do my best, and I'm trying to, okay, y'all can come at nighttime. I'm gonna do you. You know what? That's just gonna be free. You know, that's gonna be free. That's gonna be $30. Like, this whole style is gonna be just $35. Don't worry about it. I'm just starting. So you're doing it like that. You're giving things away. You know, you're doing things. You're finding popular people and you're like, let me give you this service. Let me give you this product, because based just off the merit, just off exposure, because I have a talent that I'm trying to share with the world, and you're a vessel that's a big entity, a big media person that can get it out there. So you're doing that, and people are asking for things. If they ask for something, you do it for free because you're trying to get your name out there. And that's the first year. That's what I was doing. That's what I was trying to do. There's always promising people, and people who's like, oh, I see the talent, I believe in you, let's do it. You know, people who try to tag along for it, people who try to use you, but you don't see that at the time. But that's why it's important to pray for discernment, and it's important to keep your eyes focused on God and not focused on the money and not focused on the material things that come with the money. So as I've matured in my walk with God, one, and matured as a hairstylist and knew my worth and knew my talent, I'm like, okay, it's time to go up. And I go up on prices, but I still wasn't setting boundaries. Boundaries are restraints, not only restraints that protect you as a person and as a business, okay? If you don't set up boundaries in your business, in your life, people will come too close to using you or abusing you when you're always a giver and or a people pleaser, okay? Boundaries are to protect you, protect your products, and protect your services. It was to the point where, like I said, when I was accepting appointments through my DM, it was on vacation, it was nighttime, it was 3 a.m. Well, when's your next availability? How much is this style? There's no boundaries there. They didn't know that I wouldn't appreciate being texted late at night or being texted repeatedly on my personal phone because I never said, hey, I don't like that. Whenever I'm with my family, I'd rather not address business, because at that time I was just trying to get any and everybody. And also, which I'm going to talk about that in a separate video too, for your business, you don't want everybody. Everybody's not your target audience. And when I heard like a business person say that, I didn't understand it, because I'm like, I do want everybody. I can do everybody hair, but no, you can't. You don't want to service everybody, because everybody does, one, not come with the right intentions, and two, are not your target audience and are not people that you want in your space, in your energy. You want a certain type of people, especially when it comes to providing a service. If you want to stick with people, you know, the community, having the best prices, that's a certain type of people. When you want to then move up, people who acknowledge your talent and acknowledge you getting better, because I don't think people realize, when I started out, that was one level of skill. I'm always hitting new levels, and you have to make sure that people are understanding that yesterday's price is not today's price, because I've put in so many working hours to get better. I've made mistakes that I've learned from and then corrected it, so now I can go up in price. Okay, I can go up in price. Don't feel bad to go up in price. Don't feel bad to outgrow people and things and clients, which I'm going to do a video on firing clients too, because there's a correct and nice way to handle that and do that. And you don't even have to be mean about it. You don't have to be mean about it. It's just same thing where you can fire friends and let those people go, and it doesn't have to be a big thing. You're grown. We're no longer in the child stage. As we enter adulthood, you don't even have to worry about that. You move on, let it go. So like I said, the texting all hours, texting the personal phone, all that type of stuff, I didn't have anything set up in place to protect me as a business. I was just still operating like I wasn't a real businesswoman. So as of late, I have been setting my boundaries. I have been putting things in place to protect me and to protect my energy and preserve it. Preserving is one of my favorite words, because I'm like, let me keep this to myself. Let me keep this area for me. Okay, so many times I've had to nicely explain to clients, okay, when I'm on this vacation, and when I tell you guys I'm on vacation, I'm not going to reply to messages. I don't reply to messages on my days off. The work phone turns off at a certain time, it's done. I reply when the work phone's on. That means, like my mom would tell me, that means I'm open. But if it's not on, I'm not open. Because it's not about, especially being a hairstylist, I don't have to be readily available to people at this stage. I have no celebrity clients. I don't have anybody, like, no, I don't do no VIPs, anything like that. My business isn't set up like that, so I don't have to be on call. I'm not a doctor. That's one thing you have to realize too. And you know, even this week, a boundary is also knowing that what I say goes. I am in charge of me and myself and my area of my business, so what I say is not up for debate, and what you say is not up for debate. Put more merit in your own word. A lot of people, your clients or the people at your job, are not respecting what you say because you always go back on it. They be like, oh, well, Michaela said I can't eat her lunch, but one time I ate it and she was like, oh, it's cool, so she probably not gonna flash on me this time. No, stop letting stuff slide. Stop letting people walk all over you. And when you say something, stand on it. Stand on it, because people are always gonna test that limit and test you gangster. Okay, don't even let them get that far. Make people know that what you say is what it is, and that you are firm in your decisions, especially when it comes to being a business owner and being a creator. My price is my price. What I said is what I said, and that's just how I run my business. Because whenever you're keeping God first and foremost in that business too, like I said, I'm always throwing God there, because that's how I run me and my life and my business, with allowing God to lead. If I pray about the situation and it's a no, or that I shouldn't do you, I'm gonna tell you straight up, no, I don't think this is the right relationship. I don't think we're a good match, period. It's so important to set boundaries for yourself to protect you and preserve that energy. Okay, if you guys have any questions or topics you want me to talk about, please let me know. But I think that is all for this video. Thank you guys for having me back. Make sure you're watching, subscribing. I will be doing more hair reviews. Not really, I'm going to be doing some tutorials for sure, because I definitely could have showed you guys how I did this bun slash ponytail, but that was my fault. I'm going to do better. But yes, more is on the way. I'm gonna holler at you guys in my next video.